Welcome to MomFest, everybody. Get on your feet. Woo! Come on, everybody. Ready? Hair tall, check my nails. Feeling good as hell. Welcome to MomFest, everybody. Woo! Feeling good as hell. Who's feeling good at hell? Wow, I have not moved my body in a long time. I'm exhausted. Welcome, everybody, to MomFest. We are here, and thank you. Thank you so much. I got to grab a water. I'm sorry. I'm so excited you're here with us today. Thank you for picking to spend your time here with me. I'm so excited that we are going to be spending the next 2 days together. I'm Alana Kafitz, the founder of MomFest, Moms Toronto, and Mom Halo. And you are joining us live from somewhere in the world. And we are so excited to have you here. I'm breathing a little heavy because I haven't danced that hard in a really long time, which is embarrassing that I'm out of breath. We have so much in store for you over the next 2 days. And this is the official launch of the Mom Halo Mom Fest Digital Experience 2020. So I just want to say I am more than excited that you have decided to spend your time with us. And I'm your hype girl. I'm here to cheer you on, to show you some stuff, to do some interviews. And we have people coming in from all over Canada, all over the United States, and all over the world. So please use the chat features to introduce yourself. If you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to be in touch with anyone that says event staff. And I want you to play around a bit with our platform, which is called Hopin. You'll see there's a variety of things happening. And if you've been here for the last hour, then you had a chance to play around maybe in the marketplace, meet some of our awesome vendors. But we're so excited because we have such an amazing day packed full of speakers, educators, entertainers. You name it, we got it. So before we get into sort of the meat and potatoes of the event, I want you guys to know that I'm just like you. I'm a mom. I have 3 kids. I have a son who's 4. I have a daughter who's 2, and I have a newborn baby who just turned, 3 months old. So maybe exiting the newborn phase, depending on who you ask. But I've done all of this early stages of motherhood. I really wanted to share with you how MomFest came to be. And I'm going to tell you a story. There was this mom I know, and she was having a hard time. She was feeling very lonely and quite isolated in her motherhood journey. And everywhere she turned, she was looking for her girl gang. She was looking for her community that she could feel a part of. And she looked high and low. And every time she turned somewhere, she didn't find what she was looking for. Often the mom options out there seem a little bit lame. And often the mom options out there seem that the conversation was more about the baby than it was about the mom. So this young mom decided one day that she was going to try to mix it up a bit and started hosting some events in her own house. And before she knew it, this sort of community was formed around moms who were picking themselves and putting themselves at the center of the parenting conversation. And that was really the creation of Moms Toronto. Fast forward a few months later, you know, this mom who was having a hard time, she saw some light at the end of the tunnel by creating this sort of girl gang community. And she decided she wanted to take the girl gang of her new mommy friends to a local Toronto wine event. So she went online to order the tickets to this wine party. And she asked the organizer a question. She said, I would like to bring myself and 9 of my friends. We'd like to buy the 10-pack ticket to your event. And we're all going to bring our babies. Everyone's going to babies basically under 1 year old. And the response that this person got from the event organizer was that, unfortunately, this is a 19 plus event and no children are allowed. So no children allowed at this very cool, very chic, very bougie on the face of it event for women that moms were not allowed to go to if you had your kid. So this was the first aha moment in the creation of MomFest, was that I'd love for you guys to tell me in the comments, like, when was a time when you were rejected based on your motherhood? Has that happened to you? Because it happened to me right then in that moment. And this story is obviously about how we came to MomFest. Imagine you want to go to a party and you're told you're not allowed. How would that make you feel? And that's because you are a mom. How many times have you been turned away or haven't been given a seat at the table as a result of the fact that you couldn't do something or you weren't allowed somewhere because of your motherhood? So it was that moment that the light bulb went off and said, we have to create our own community. We had to create our own events. If I want this, if I want to go drink fun rosé on a lawn with my friends and also bring my baby along, there's got to be other women who feel that way too. And a lot of this, by the way, started from a total place of insecurity around breastfeeding in public. That's where a lot of this started. Or feeding babies at all in public. I remember when my firstborn, who's now 4, Elias, going to a really fancy restaurant. It wasn't even fancy, it was cool. It was like a hipster restaurant. And showing up there with my baby who was screaming, who I couldn't soothe in the time, and feeling like everyone was looking at me. I felt so judged and incompetent and alone in that moment. So not only did these two things sort of happen simultaneously, where I was rejected from a cool party because I wasn't allowed to bring my kid, but I also was going to a cool restaurant where I couldn't feed my kid in public. I realized that there's got to be a large community of women who also have experienced these barriers along the way, where perhaps some of the things they had enjoyed in their life previously, they didn't have access to at this moment because of motherhood. So tell me if this resonates for you, and you guys can tell me in the comments here, but have you ever felt in your motherhood that perhaps you were sold a bill of goods? Somebody was going to tell you that this was going to be the best experience of your life. Motherhood was this mecca, this place you were going that was going to be the best thing that's happened in your life. And when you show up there, it really is not that, right? It seems like this bright, shiny reality, but the truth is there's a lot of bumpy spots along the way. And when we go deep into that feeling of like, oh my God, I just got hit with the Mack truck of reality, which is motherhood is not all that in a bag of chips. It's really hard, especially for people who I find are first-time moms. Those first-time moms, when you enter motherhood, you could have read every book. And we're about to talk about the one book that you should read. We're about to meet the author, the world-renowned author, actually, Pamela Dreckerman's coming up, author of Bring It Up, Baby. You could read every book, but nothing can prepare you until you actually go through the rite of passage. Can I get an amen for that? You cannot understand motherhood until you're experiencing motherhood. You can't experience the trials and tribulations of what it means to have a challenge birthing your child, bringing the child into the world. Maybe you had a vision of what it was going to look like. It didn't go that way, right? Maybe there's a reality of feeding your child. How jarring is that? And it doesn't end, right? You go from being told that you should be breastfeed. I mean, I'm telling you, on my third child, it took me 6 weeks to get used to breastfeeding again. So every age and stage of early stages of motherhood is really hard. And MomFest is here because not only do we want to bring you from the depths of feeling maybe lonely and isolated right now, we want you to also feel a strong sense of, oh, I'm getting oh, no, we're good. I thought it was a baby coming because I have a young baby too. A strong sense of community. So MomFest, us bringing the fun. We are here today. We have so much happening all over the stages. And I'm going to give you a small tour of everything that's happening here. So on your left-hand side of the screen, we are using a platform called Hopin. You'll be able to see the stages and the sessions all throughout the day. And from there, you also have the opportunity to do what's called Mommy Meetups, which is networking. This is a really cool feature that allows you to have one-on-one conversations with people for up to 3 minutes. And it's an opportunity to like maybe meet a new girlfriend that maybe you wouldn't have otherwise met. Also, at 12 o'clock, we have our awesome sessions opening. Their session is happening from 12 to 12:30 and 12:30 to 1. A lot of people's young babies tend to nap during that time, so that's why we put them there. But also we have 22 amazing vendors. So if you want to go check out their amazing door crashers or meet a lot of mom entrepreneurs, they are going to be there selling their wares and we want you to support them. Last thing is that if you're busy today, and we know you are, these are our rules for today. I really want you guys to stretch your legs, make sure you have your water, get your coffee, get your snacks. If you need to stretch, you do that, you go pee, you tend to your kids and come back. If you're working and listening to this at the same time, that's awesome. Now, if you're coming to a situation where there's 2 events happening at the same time and you're really missing something, do not worry. We know there's a lot of people here on a complimentary ticket. We want you to enjoy. But if you really want to have access to all the recordings afterwards, and you really feel like now maybe there's the time and the value, at any time you can upgrade to an enhanced ticket for $19.99. So that's an option for you also. And last but not least, if you are looking to really take your MomFest experience to the next level, please come visit me in the Mom Halo booth. If you love MomFest, you're going to love the Mom Halo, which is our VIP community for moms. So without further ado, some really notable things I want you to check out today. Everything's amazing. All of our speakers are amazing. All 70 speakers are amazing. There has been a team of people who've worked endlessly on putting this event together. So if you see somebody that says event staff, somebody like Mikey, Osana, Spencer, and a variety of our other volunteers, you can ask them anything technical and they'll be there for you. And here's some of our big speakers for today. I really don't want you to miss Pamela Dreichman, the author of Bringing Up Bebe. Her and I are going to go live at 11 a.m. on the Mom Boss stage. So come see us there for that fireside conversation. Today, we also are really excited to have Vivian Kay. She's the founder of Kinky Curly Yaki. And her and I are going to have a fireside chat today at 3 p.m. from 3 to 3:30. Everything is good today. We have a keynote presentation from the president and founder of Mini Mioche, Alyssa Kerbel, who's been a friend of ours for many years and who is doing her first keynote presentation. So let's give her lots of Moms TO and Mom Halo, MomFest love. Because that's the first time she's doing that. We have Hannah Ross, who is one of our leading postpartum experts in the city when it comes to pelvic floor health. And we're really excited for the first time ever on our stage. We have our Moms in Media event. And this is an entire panel of local mom bosses who are familiar to you. People maybe like Stella Aquisto, Melanie Ng, Natasha Ramsahai, Lisa Chang, Ivanka Osmak, and Eva Fragilasco. So we have a lot of cool stuff happening today. And tomorrow is just as action filled. So we hope you guys have a wonderful rest of day. If you need me at all, I am here for you. And we are nothing without our sponsors and volunteers. So we would be nowhere without our friends at Snuggaby, our friends at We Vibe. We'd be nowhere without our friends at Thrill Coffee, Not You, Not Me. We're super excited to have Playdate Wine featured here, MKEM. And if you go through the sponsor list, you'll see them all. I will continue to thank them. Please go check out the booths. We have tons of contests happening all over the place. You have to be in the booth, you have to show up. And remember, we are giving away an all expense paid trip to Langdon Hall. That's overnight food and spa. And the more sessions you go to, the more chances you have to win. And we're announcing that on October 16th. So lots happening here. If you have any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to be in touch with anyone from our team. I will see all of you very soon. And don't forget, get social with us. If you're on Instagram, please hashtag MomFest Digital, and you can @ Moms Toronto for reshares. So we will see you back here at 11 a.m. You will be on with me and the famous world-renowned author, Pamela Druckerman, the author of Bringing Up Bebe. So have a great rest of the day, guys. Remember, stretch your legs and put your feet up when you have a minute. And if you need to just put on headphones and you can't watch, but you're just listening, that's totally awesome. And we are here for that also. Have a fantastic MomFest Digital 2020. And with that, we do a little walk off with our friend Lizzo. So let's feel good as hell today, everybody.